Full explosion in western Pakistan at a railway station in Quetta. There's been a powerful explosion in western Pakistan at a railway station in Quetta, the capital of the western province of Balochistan. Police say 14 soldiers are among 25 people killed and dozens have been injured. The station superintendent said the blast took place near a platform as the Jafar Express bound for Peshawar was about to depart. A militant group, the Balochistan Liberation Army, has said that it carried out the bombing. Our BBC Urdu correspondent Saad Sohail is in Islamabad and gave us the latest.
This particular train, Jafar Express, is a very popular train that commutes daily from Quetta to Peshawar, so it has to travel through a lot of cities through the breadth of Pakistan. And people were waiting, and this is around 9 a.m. local time in Pakistan, so there were family and friends who were there to drop off passengers for this, and that is the time when this explosion took place. So there are a couple of eyewitnesses that spoke to BBC. There's Abdul Jabbar, who was just mentioning the horror that he saw, and he described it as a judgment day had come because the explosion was so loud. He even mentioned how the ticket box or the ticket offices and the people laying on the ground screaming. We also talked to Nasir Khan, a government employee who had come in an hour earlier because the scheduling, usually people cannot rely if the train leaves on time, so they were there an hour earlier to drop off his friend. So he mentioned when the explosion took place, he could see that people were screaming, but there was obviously clouds of smokes. And until that had settled, that's when he saw his friend who he had come to drop off. And once he saw him, and he was relieved that he was alive, but he mentioned how everybody was in a state of shock, obviously, at the time when the blast took place. Authorities have confirmed that around 6 to 8 kilograms of explosives were used. So initially they were claiming that this was a suicide attack, but now the police is saying that they're going to investigate further to determine the blast and what could have led to this.
Tell us more about the organisation that says it carried out this attack.
Yeah, so Balochistan Liberation Army, it's a separatist militant organization. Before that, we have to talk about Balochistan because it is the largest province in Pakistan, but it is also least developed. And this attack comes after a series of attacks that have taken place in this year by Balochistan Liberation Army. So not a few months ago, a military installation in Bela was attacked, and BLA has claimed that they are attacking military installations and personnel. But attacks in September also resulted in a lot of civilians dying as well. This particular attack carried out by Balochistan Liberation Organization, who has demands put forth before this, that they demand independence, they demand the control of local resources, but they have carried out violent attacks throughout this year, even around the elections that took place this year in Pakistan. For now, the Pakistan Army hasn't issued a statement on this particular attack, but Balochistan Liberation Organization has put out a statement on social media claiming that this attack was targeted at military personnel who were coming back to Quetta from a training. So they have put forth their claims, and this isn't an attack that is isolated, because we have seen that there have been attacks previously in the previous months and throughout this year. So the frequency of these attacks has also gone up.